DC, CEO, wanna change your life? Come see me, yo. I'ma teach you how to build up wealth for your family, not just for yourself. I'm a bestseller, a house flipper, a businesswoman, a go-getter, a big investor, a goal builder that could teach you to get richer like millions, baby. You really about to fill your savings. You about to have multiple streams to pass your children, baby. Let me teach you to get your credit on track in the long run. You'll make it all back at Catalyst and watch it all psychology black-owned firm, but we ain't all black.
What's up? Happy Friday, everybody. It's your girl, Constance Carter. I am so happy to see your face in the place. What's up? This is the Grow Your Money Club, the Grow Your Money podcast, where I want to talk about everything that affects you when it comes to growing your money and not blowing your money. So happy Friday to everybody that's out here today. As always, I love to shout you out. All right, boom. As always, I love to shout you out. I know we have people that are watching from all over the world, so I want to shout you out. What's up, Miss Sophia? Stockton, California. What's happening? Who else is out there? What's up, Miss Etheline Black from Maryland? She is also part of the B1 Real Estate Mastery Training. Hey, Karen, in the Grow Your Money Club. Where you at? What you doing? What's happening? It's Friday, y'all. And a lot of people be happy because it's Friday, but you know when you're self-employed, every day is Friday. Every day is Saturday. Every day is every day because every day blurs because either you're always on or it don't make no difference. But it does feel good. It's bright and sunny here in the DMV, and I'm glad to be here before you today. What's up, cousin Dro out of Hayward, California? What's crack-a-lacking? Tamara, where you at? Oh, you in New Jersey. Okay, that's what's up. All right, so listen, I know we have people from all over the world. If anybody's across the pond, Australia, Africa, Asia, Europe, go ahead and put that in the comments too, because we welcome you. And then for the people who are logging on, who are just seeing us for the first time, if you're a first timer, go on and put in the comments. We want to recognize you too, okay? So also remember, Black-owned businesses. I need to shout you out. I need you to put your Black-owned business. If you are a Black-owned business or you know a Black-owned business, yo, what's up, Ja Life? DC, what's happening? Hey, I'm getting ready to have an event out here in DC on June 5th, a mixer. So if you guys are in around the the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area, we're going to have the Get Financially Lit mixer on June the 5th out here in DC, in Washington, DC. So we're securing our place right now, and it's going to be awesome. So can't wait to see you. But if you have a Black-owned business or you know a Black-owned business, please put it in the comments because we want to shout you out, because the only way that we're going to be able to grow as a community is if we support our own. That is extremely important, and that is one of the biggest points of us being able to move forward and close the wealth gap is by making sure that not only are we owning businesses. Yes, Naya's chair holistic hair care. Naya's chair holistic hair care. Ja Life, where's your all right, that's what's up, Ja Life. Where's your business? I know you said you was in DC. How can they get access? What's the website? You got an EIN but no LLC? How you got an EIN before you got the LLC? That's putting the cart before the horse. Like, what we doing? You need to learn how to listen. If you don't know anything about business, and if you need to build your business inside the Grow Your Money Club, I help you to do all that stuff. So I take you from being just an employee or somebody who doesn't have the knowledge, help you build on your credit, help you to get business ideas to establish your entity, your LLC, your corporation, how to get it funded, business opportunities and ideas. Let me just show you really quick about what the Grow Your Money Club is. Have you joined the Grow Your Money Club yet? If not, why not? The Grow Your Money Club is a comprehensive program designed to take you through the complete wealth building journey. We don't just offer random courses, we guide you along a clear path, starting with fixing your credit and becoming a certified credit expert, to building your business, increasing your cash flow, diversifying your portfolio, and ultimately letting your money work for you. With over 30 trainings designed to increase your net worth, you get to either purchase the trainings individually or go through the 12-month roadmap. Here are just a few of the courses. From campus to cash flows. This is teaching your children to become real estate investors. The wealth map training shows you how to eliminate your debt, increase your credit, and diversify your revenue streams. You can learn to write your book using ChatGPT. Learn how to build your online community. What about 8 ways to make money using AI? Oh, and here's 7 online revenue streams to fund your $1 million dream. How about learning how to purchase tax deeds or land banks? What about getting started in government contracting? If you're a rookie, the Real Estate for Rookies training has everything you need. The Business Blueprint training will help you build your business foundation, get business credit, get business funding, and learn how to pay yourself so that you can scale your business to the next level. Or perhaps you want to create jaw-dropping video content using CapCut, Midjourney, and ChatGPT. There are so many trainings and master classes within the Grow Your Money Club, and I also drop one new training per month. You do not want to miss out on this opportunity to invest in yourself, because guess what? You are your biggest commodity. You are your biggest investment. Join the Grow Your Money Club today. All right, that's the Grow Your Money Club. If you have a business or you want to start a business, or got me to the side. Anything you want to do around business, growing your wealth, growing your money. If you want to increase your network to over 7 figures, go to the Grow Your Money Club. Go to growyourmoney.club and I will help you. The Acorns training. Thank you for asking that, Tamara. The Acorns training is actually next Friday. It is Acorns for Beginners. I will be doing an Acorns for Beginners training next Friday. I'm going to help you to be able to turn your pennies into power. This is a free training. So for those of you who sign up for the Acorns for Beginners training, you get access. Okay. And then this is going to be a part of the Grow Your Money Club. And in order for you to get access, you're going to have to pay to be a member of the Grow Your Money Club. But this is for you. It's a bonus for all the people who would love to watch me every single day. This is a free training next Friday. Acorns for Beginners. Go to constanceteaches.com if you want to learn how to grow your money with Acorns. I just try to show you all kinds of ways. My thing is, I'm going to tell you all kinds of ways to be able to grow your wealth, but I want to also show you how to do it too. So I don't want to just tell you, hey, go do this, go do that, go do that. I learned a long time ago that you got to show some people how to do some things. So I'm doing a training, free training for my listeners, for the people who watch me, for the people who follow me. This is free to you. Then it'll go into the Grow Your Money Club for everybody else. Okay. So listen, without further ado, we're going to have a good discussion around, this exhausting topic of what America has been built on, which is really around race. And it's unfortunate, but I don't always want to just talk about the race. I want to talk about, okay, what can we do and how can we build our communities and make them solid and strong in spite of the things that we have to go through. But it's clear, it's very clear, if not more than anything, that, that people were judged differently. America responds differently when the suspect has a little bit more melanin. But before we get into this conversation, I want to bring my girl, my homie. Y'all ain't seen her in a minute. I had to make her to get on today. But look, watch this. There she is. Hey.
Hey.
What's happening, Miss Black Hollywood?
What up? I'm in the gym. Listen, what's going on, y'all?
They thought you didn't like me no more. I heard they heard rumors that we fell out. We was fighting and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's what happened. When that's what happened. That's what they do. They just assume that we got into a fight or we.
How do rumors get started?
It must be because we Black women, because that's Black women can't get along.
What happened to Miss Tiara? Where she been? Where you been, Miss Tiara?
Y'all, I am trying to release an album. I have a photo shoot for the album.
Turn your volume up a little bit.
Oh. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Uh-oh.
You good. I was struggling a little bit to hear you, baby.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but I can't see you.
Do I need to just project?
Okay, there you go. You better now.
Good? Okay. So y'all, I've been trying to finish the release of the album. I've been meeting with executives. We've been location scouting right after this show. Well, actually, right after Fly Nubian Money, I have to go off and look at a location for the shoot next week. It's just been a lot of things going. Stylists we've been talking to. I've been dealing with the producer on adding something to the song. So we've been trying to orchestrate getting into the studio. It's just been a lot. And so I definitely have missed y'all, but I also have been just running around. And of course, I'm producing Fly Nubian Money and also running the Fly Nubian Money Club. And also I have clients. So I've been working out 2 days I've been doing 2-a-days. So in the mornings, I'm usually working out, which is why I have a hat on because my hair is nappy under. But I'm usually doing 2 a day. So I start the day off with a really hard workout and I end with something fun. So, I've been eating air. Y'all know what's up.
Grinding. I want to see that six-pack when it's all done. I want to see that 6-pack. And don't ever go back, because all this you've been beating yourself up. Don't ever get big again. bigger, or you know what I'm saying, don't ever gain it back. With the brutality in which you are putting your body through, girl, you better not ever.
Ever.
Girl.
Girl,
But I'm so proud of you. I'm so
I had
happy.
an Oreo last night, girl, but just one.
Wow. And she shows up for Net 7 Collective. Like she's dedicated. She's doing her thing. So she is not out here slacking on her macking. I am so excited. First of all, I heard one of the songs and it's bomb. No, I'm not even saying that because that's my girl. Because you know, you be hearing some garbage stuff. I wouldn't even say that. I'd be like, okay, bless your heart. Bless your heart. It's okay.
Okay. Well, you keep aspiring, girl.
You keep doing what you're doing.
It. Oh, but we also are preparing for Miami. So I've been writing my art of storytelling book. Finishing it. I've been finishing it.
What's the art of storytelling book? What is that?
Story selling. Sorry. The art of story selling is basically how to use your story to help you sell your products, and just to help you get your fans, your followers, your to really find your tribe. They'll find it through your story.
Okay. And so me and you, I don't know these brothers. Do you know these brothers?
Yeah, I do. I have met both of them actually.
Okay. So I don't know these brothers,
Good brothers.
Yeah, so Dr. B got 4 of us to come along to Miami to drop some nuggets on y'all. I am so excited about it. Hopefully you guys can come out and meet with us and looking like a silhouette. Okay. Okay. I don't even know what a silhouette looks like, but I think it might be a whole snack.
Maybe he means it's darker up in here.
Oh, okay. Oh, sexy. Okay. So we're gonna be in Miami in a couple of weeks, May 9th and 10th, right?
We'll have to go live from Miami together in the same room.
For sure. And then y'all, next week I'm actually going to be doing the Melanin Con right here in Washington D.C. So I'm excited about that. I was on a call with all the speakers the other day. I was like, oh shit, there's some heavy hitters coming up through this piece, so it's gonna be good. Dr. Jamal Bryant's gonna be there, but it's gonna be a lot of just influencers in the area, and I was really impressed with the lineup. So it's going to be great. If you are in or around the Washington D.C. area, make sure you come through. Also,
are you surprised? Are you surprised because you're a heavy hitter? What do you mean, all the heavy? I'm sure somebody got in the room was like, "Oh my God, Constance Carter is here."
I'm just trying to touch the hem of their garments. I'm just trying to touch the hem of their garments. Listen, I'm trying to just get a little piece, a little taste. And then we are doing Dr. Lene Javet's. I don't have a flyer yet, but she has
Pow her.
Black Pow her. Yes. I'm
hosting that thing. You know,
you're hosting it.
I don't think I've ever hosted virtually.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be great. Like I'll be hosting in these streets for sure. But I was just like, oh, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna get my ticket to Arizona. I'm coming. She was like, whoa. Don't do that.
Virtual. Let me tell you what I was surprised about, Tiara, is I've seen you, do your thing. I didn't realize you were so funny at the All Black National Convention last year. This girl's a comedian. I was like, she had me laughing.
Oh yeah, I did stand up for real in real life. Like I actually have been thinking about going back out and doing stand up like once a week, just for to keep my improv skills sharp. And I think that there's something about comedy and storytelling that also I want to be better for my clients and helping them sell their products. So if you a little funny, you got a little comedic timing, you can make millions of dollars. So
for real. I mean, she's funny for real in real life. So she's going to show you how to tell your story. I'm going to talk about how to grow your money and not blow your money and all the ways that you can make some more money, because that's what we need in order to be insulated from all this stuff. So all of this that's going on, and I'm sick of talking about race, but we can't help it. And often people say that we play the race card. And when people don't have to think about race, it's easy for them to ignore it or not think about it, right? We have to think about it because it's us 24/7. You ever notice how the rules seem to shift depending on who's in the spotlight? Like when a white boy crosses the state lines with the AR-15 and kills 2 people, he gets a legal defense fund, national support, interviews on prime time, $2 million.
He was bullied, and it was just a mental break and a mental health issue.
And when a black boy, 17-year-old boy, defended himself with a knife, his family's threatened, his reputation's destroyed. People are saying, "Oh, he lives in that $900,000 house. His parents are renting it. He lives in a $900,000 house. His parents got this. They got this. Got this, and they bought a new car. They haven't even withdrawn the money yet." And they're trying to paint him into this thug. It's so funny because when you look at the pictures online, I mean, and it's so polarizing based upon who is the victim, who is the alleged perpetrator, and who's the victim. It's so sad, and it's disheartening, the things that we see and that we hear. Black people, we never get the benefit of the doubt. Ever. Black people are always going to be, we're going to be guilty before presumed innocent. We're predators. Joe Biden called us super predators, didn't he? Yeah. He did. So it's disheartening what we see online, but what's the real problem? I mean, like, what do you see? What have you been seeing about this?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I've been seeing both, of course. And first of all, I don't want to be insensitive to Austin Metcalf, who was killed, who no longer has his life, right? Because just like Karmello was on a trajectory, so was Austin. So I want to just first of all say that, because I don't want to seem insensitive about a life. He doesn't get to live anymore, right? But I will say that I saw some things on the media. I actually have somebody on Facebook that is obsessed with this case. So every day he's posting something different about Karmello getting to come home, and actually stories about him saving some random girl's life when he was like just a young boy. I saw, and I don't know if all of this is true. Again, this is coming from a Facebook reporter, right? This is Facebook news. I saw something that said that, those twins had been bullying him, so which drove him to start to carry a knife for protection. Because I think the question is, like, why would you bring a knife to attract me, right? But people feel, I mean, I don't know, especially in Texas, I mean, white people carry guns all day long. So I don't know. I've just been seeing, so my point is, I've just been seeing all types of things about him. Obviously, the Metcalf kid 4.0, star athlete, good kid. He would never hurt or harm anybody. He wasn't at all taunting Karmello, just all of that. Just Karmello just walked up and stabbed him, right? Basically, it's what they're trying to say. But we know that I mean, that just can't be right. It just can't be.
And I also heard that him and his brother were jumped him and told him to move out the seat and
move up from under the tent. It was raining.
Yeah, the tent that was raining. And then somebody said it wasn't a knife; it was a spike sharpener. That's what we're hearing. So it may not have been because they were at a track meet.
See, so you see how it went from a spike sharpener to a knife. I mean, even that is like, it's a weapon, right?
But he
like,
may have been. We don't know, because I think on both sides, Tiara, like on one side you're gonna hear the defense. Well, it wasn't a knife. Well, this is what happened. Well, and then on the other side you're gonna hear like he's a monster and he was attacking them, and so you just really don't know the truth until the truth comes out. And not only are they harassing, the family. I don't know if you saw the mother got on the news. Let me show you guys real quick. The mother, she got on the news. And she said her kids are being harassed. I mean, it's just really sad, and it's tragic. But this is America.
Yeah, and they're in the South. Don't play.
And they're in Texas.
South.
Is this one? You want to do something? You want to do it?
Is he really gonna do
it? Is it really gonna do it? Let's see. Because what y'all you and Gwen say, we're gonna run it hot.
Yeah, we're running hot.
Okay, well, maybe not.
Running hot is as you can see, you could have technical difficulties running hot. It makes me anxious every time we gotta.
What we doing?
Here we go. Okay. You got this beautiful house, but your Wi-Fi is trash.
Right, but you know what? We're not gonna do that. I didn't even vet this one before. That's 31 minutes. I ain't even vetted, so I ain't gonna do it. I thought it was just gonna be her speaking. A little clip I seen on Instagram. Get it?
Okay, translate. Tell us what she says.
She basically said they're getting death threats. Their families being harassed. Her 10-year-old children are being harassed. Her husband had to take a leave of absence.
Wow.
and they have to relocate. And so, they were saying, oh, they took that $400,000 in GoFundMe. They shouldn't get the GoFundMe. Kyle Rittenhouse raised $2 million after he shot those people.
Yep.
$2 million.
Yep.
And he got to meet Trump.
Yep.
He got to go to Mar-a-Lago.
He got a didn't he get a medal?
Yeah, he got a medal. Like, he got interviewed. It was like one of the highest rated interviews.
Oh
These
my
patriots.
God.
He's a national hero
For killing people.
And this boy, and they didn't even use the money yet. They didn't even have access to use the money yet.
Yeah.
But they're saying they should revoke the money. But he's not the only one. They do this for white murderers all the time. They will raise money justifiably. If there's a white person that kills a black person, these white people gonna rally around and raise money for him. Trust and believe. And it's happened time and time and time again. You have one instant where a young black man got into an altercation. Someone lost their life, and that's unfortunate, just like you said. Yeah. And they raise money, and now we want to shut it down. It's just like anything that they do, as soon as we get an opportunity to do it, let's shut that shit down. We don't want to do it. Nope, they shouldn't get it. But we should. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's tough. That's tough. I mean, he was able to come home. Initially, his bond was set at $1 million, and they brought it down to $250,000. And I think that's due to just like you said, just having these harsh, parameters around what he did, and he has a murder charge and all of that. So they reduced it just based on I'm assuming hearing the lawyer speak about the case or
the evidence,
something, right? Yeah. Like they had to reduce that thing. So that's how I knew. Like if this boy really, really, really in his heart of hearts was like intentionally, all of this was premeditated and he deserved a murder charge, I think that they wouldn't have let him out. I mean, they wouldn't have let him come home.
Well, here's the other thing is the judge was a black woman, right? So now they're threatening her, her life, her safety. She has to beef up security, and of course they're saying it's because she's black that he got this special privilege.
I see.
The millions of black people who have been sold by judges, who've been given harsher sentences by white judges, the disparity in the criminal justice system that it's just happened since the inception of this country. And you want to take, just like OJ, you got white folks killing people, murdering, maiming, and you have this OJ, and as far as I'm concerned, OJ was innocent because he was not he was found not guilty. So as far as I'm concerned, you got this innocent man that you are still
definitely did it. But okay.
You got this innocent. I'll put on all the comments. He's innocent. He's innocent. You got this innocent man. But the reason why it was so polarizing because he was a black man and she was a white, blonde hair, blue-eyed woman. That's the reason why it was so polarizing, is because you have this idea of, oh, we can do it to you, but how dare you? How dare you? And so that's the thing. And that's the reason why it's such a popular thing, because you have this black kid that killed a white kid, and then they're saying that he got away with it. And then they're saying, oh, he really didn't have a 3.7 GPA. He had a 1 point GPA. I mean, the lies that they're making up about this kid and the family, all of that too, right? He came from a broken home. No, his parents are together. They've been together. They're married. Yeah. These are all the things that they're trying to say about, him being a thug. And they even have pictures. They even Photoshop pictures, y'all. Look, they even Photoshop pictures of him holding a gun.
Yeah.
And then have they have the innocent white kid over there. Doesn't he look so innocent? But you have this monster holding this gun.
This rapper.
Pretty
much look like a rapper.
Right. Hide your kids, hide your wives. I've seen videos of this kid. He's a happy-go-lucky, it's crazy. And think about this though, because you see these videos here of these white women, these nosy ass Karens. He beat the case and couldn't take his pension. Right? And they couldn't take it. He took it to the grave. But when I look at these videos of these Karens that'll come into a black man's face and be like, what are you doing over here? Right? And then soon somebody bark back a little bit, they fall on the ground. Oh my God, he's attacking me. Right? And call the police. And they be caught on camera, not knowing And
Yeah.
they've done this over the years. How many black men have gotten lynched
Yeah.
because of these white women tears?
Yeah.
How many of us have gotten brutalized because of this very thing?
Yeah.
That's the sad thing.
It is. And it's a hard thing because like I keep saying, a life was lost. And so I don't want to get into a space where I'm just like, because he was white and Carmelo is black, it doesn't matter. But I will
Right.
say that we have to look and see that, like, people make bad decisions, and it's so early for us to start like giving. I think we should just wait and see what comes out, and if he was wrong, right, if I don't believe that it was premeditated, so, or that he came to the track meet with intentions to kill Austin. I don't believe that. So
That's what they
right,
say.
so I even if he gets caught on a manslaughter, I feel like it should be reduced, but also, like, if he has to serve time, um that's okay, because we have to sometimes, that's a consequence. You can't just stab somebody in the chest. You can't do that, right?
Mhm,
But I just don't think his whole life should be thrown away, and I think
mhm,
that's what they're saying, like, a life for a life. Put
mhm.
him away and put him under the jail, and he's 17 years old, so he
Yeah.
doesn't get to live life.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me, Tiara, is that just see, of course, it has to play out. It has to, they have to go through the process. And I mean, I know he's not going to get away with murder. He's not.
No.
He's going to have to pay for his crime.
Yeah.
The thing about that, though, is that just how we're so divided as a country. When
Yeah.
you look at the just how it's just broken down by race. When even if a black person commits a crime and he's guilty, how black people will defend that guilt.
Yeah.
And if white people commit a crime and they're guilty, white people will defend it. They will award them for it. They will raise money for it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
And so there's just been this division that we have where right and wrong is doesn't exist.
Subjective. Right and wrong is subjective at this
It's just
point.
subjective, like,
Oh my
right?
God. Uh yeah, and I think that's just part of living in America. We've been having these conversations about moving out of the country. I think I'm being wrongly influenced, but I really think, like, I'm gonna spend
Might
some
be a
time
thing.
abroad. Yeah, I think so. Like, once I'm at a home stretch with the kid, get her to Howard where she want to be, and then going on about my little international business, because it's very difficult to live in America, like, and be black, and we just there's just so it's exhausting sometimes to be here, and I was reading something yesterday or watching something that said, the really, we when we started our existence, it was all about love. There
Mm,
was no division. I could just look over and just see somebody and say, because they're a person, because they're breathing, because God made them, that is my equal. We are all love, right? That's the way we're supposed to move in God's kingdom. But we don't necessarily move like that, because we find things that divide us, whether it's money or it's skin color or whatever, and that gets exhausting, because you don't
yeah.
really want to hate anybody. You just want to, like, I'm a person,
Hatred
I'm a
is
human.
exhausting. Do you
Oh,
think do you think it's gotten worse over the years? Or because I remember people used to say, I'd rather be in the South where racism is prevalent than to be in California where, or we know how they feel about us because they tell you to your face, than in California where they really don't like you, but they're hiding it. Do you think it's more prevalent? Do you think it's worse now than it was before?
yeah. I mean, it all feels traumatizing. I mean, I've lived in both spaces, right? Like, I literally was in New Orleans, and I remember I was 18 years old, and I was standing on a corner waiting for the bus, and this this black girl, like, we saw her, like, doing this for their car, and there was an older white gentleman behind her. Obviously, there was some type of issue before they got to the stop sign, but she was just, like, playing with him. And he was like, he rolled down the window, was like, "You fucking nigger bitch, go!" Right? We all kind of stopped and was like, and there was so many black people. He said, I heard somebody say, dog, what he say? What he said? And he was like, he looked around, and I guess he realized that he was near a black college campus, and he drove off. But he went around her and drove off, sped off so fast. But I think I was 18 when I mean, obviously I seen racism before that, but I not like Yeah, that was that to me. I was like, oh wow, like wow, I'm in the South, baby. Like, um, my dad is from Louisiana, my mother is from Pittsburgh, and it's very racist in Pittsburgh as well. And but in a different way. Like it isn't as like in your face and blatant. And so, I think that no matter what, it's all traumatizing, constant, and worse, yes, internet, right? The internet has made, I think, everything worse, right? Before, at least we were living in our own bubble. We were outside playing. We weren't constantly subjected to things and news, and we weren't getting updates about negative things all the time. We could
Yeah.
have a break. And, so I think in that way it's worse. Maybe it's not worse in real life, but like in terms of us having access to everything that happens is worse.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to think about
I can't think about it because I can't hear you.
it can actually depress you. Um,
Yes.
when you the first thing you do is you get up and you scroll and you see bad news and you see and you look at the comments and they're all negative and there's so much going on and there's so much
Mhm.
negativity that can actually ruin your mood for the day.
Yes.
And I would definitely say this, we it's really hard because when you see like the comments and how they're so polarizing and you see how what people think, it's hard to not judge people when you see them.
Yeah.
I know your ass don't like me. I know, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
hard because you don't
Yeah.
know. However, don't pay any of that any attention. I would say before you get on the internet, woosah for a little bit,
Now you
because
tell us to ramp. Come on, in that 7, you tell us to
ramp,
ramp. We gotta
ramp.
rise and affirm, right?
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Because the thing about it is, most people get up and the first thing they start doing is they scroll. The
Yeah.
first thing they do is they get on there, they scroll, they look at the email, they're looking at the notifications. Okay, let me see what's going on.
From the bed. From the
Yeah,
while you laying in the bed in the morning.
while you laying in the bed. And so
Mhm.
that starts off your negativity for the day. And
Yeah.
so, like she was saying, I tell the ladies in that 7 to ramp. So when you get up, try to get up a little bit earlier. Don't get up
Mhm.
at the same time. Just be intentional. Do your affirmation, say some positive things about yourself. I'm
Mhm.
beautiful, I'm dope, I'm gonna have an awesome day. Like you
Yeah.
gotta prime your mind so that you're not affected by all that stuff. And listen, I get affected too. So I'm not acting like my life is so perfect. Like I could get sucked back in, but I have to go back to the things that I really know to be true, the things that I know that work for me. So do your affirmations, say great things about you, speak life over your life.
Yeah.
Then you meditate. So meditate, just clear your mind, just clear
Yeah.
it, just focus on your breathing, just get centered, just move all that stuff. You can visually move all that stuff out of your space and just
Yeah.
clear it and just welcome the good, the positive, all the bright things. You got to
Yeah.
move all that negativity. And
So
then you pray.
yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all are praying in the morning, safeguard yourself from all the negativity. Make sure that you are being the most productive, just doing the most so that you can pour into yourself and that you could
Mhm.
live your highest and best life. Because with everything that's going on in America, and this is just one segment, there was a shooting in Texas. Did you see that young man that went to the school and shot them boys? And then he was like, I lost my mama and I lost my grandma. I lost everybody and I don't know what that was about. And then yesterday at Florida State University, there was another shooting.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. And then you look at the tariffs. Oh, yes. Thank you, Gail. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. We're gonna put it on there in a minute.
Yeah.
But all the things that we see what's going on in in Trump's White House presidency, it feels like we're in the twilight zone. They making
Yeah.
up their own rules. Now they're talking about getting rid of. I heard a Republican talking about we can eliminate the courts,
Yeah.
so there's no accountability. There's no checks and balances.
I'm moving. I mean, we the deeper we get into it, I'll be like, you know what? Before they take away the visas and be like, y'all gotta stay here, I'm leaving.
Right?
It's a real thing. Even if I gotta move to the islands, I don't know, but I got to go,
It,
y'all.
it's
Um,
crazy.
but you know what? To go back to what you're saying, and I always bring this up whenever I'm in situations like these, was being a news girl and having a background in journalism. Like I published my first article as a writer when I was in 8th grade, right? So a love of mine is like as a producer is to put stories together. So every day for Fly Nubian Money, I have to look at the news. And before that, I had an online magazine where every day we release articles, 5, 6 articles a day about news. And so the news is dark. It's nothing on the news but the blues, is what Kanye West said, right? And so there's a point when I get like kind of overwhelmed or at capacity with the news and everything that's going on. So one of the things that Les Brown, one of my mentors, both of our mentors, he challenged me once to take a 6 month fast from everything negative. Don't listen to low vibrational music. Just wake up every day to something that is going to jumpstart your mindset. He was like,
Wow.
just for 6 months. And I was like, okay, I could do that, you know. And so I did it and it changed my life forever. To this day, that was in 2014.
What
To
did it
this
do?
day, huh?
What did it do?
Just mentally, I just felt like I was able to fortify my spirit in a way. I mean, no matter what. Like, first of all, I just realized that waking up and listening to Lil Wayne every morning talk about. I mean, listen, I'm from New Orleans. I love Lil Wayne, right? I used to wake up and literally be like listening to like gangster rap as a pump up. To me, I used to see it like to shoot up the world with my talent. Like I used to wake up and be like trying to get energized. And I was like, why do I listen to that? It just made me really evaluate and audit how I've been living my life and how I've been just what I've been influenced by. And when I realized I was listening, taking in, consuming junk, I said, oh, I'm consuming trash. So I could be a better person. And just if even if I just change that part of myself. So to answer your question, it just made me feel more grounded. It made me feel more spiritual. I mean, now I wake up and I listen to gospel every morning. I do not, I mean, really, I listen to gospel throughout the day. I mean, at this point, my daughter be like, can we listen to Tyler the Creator? No, he cuts too much. You know, like
My kids love him
I
too.
don't like it. Like I don't like how it makes me feel, and it makes me uncomfortable now. And that, like I said, that was in 2014, and now obviously that was what 11 years ago. So
So
out
what are
of
the
doing
other things that you took a break from? So the music, what else? For
music,
6 months. That's a lot.
For 6 months, I would get up and I would write. I mean, I'm a writer, but I would not journal. I would just think it, right? I wasn't really just putting things on paper, but I'm a huge fan of like tablets and notebooks. So I would buy the notebooks, fill them out for a little bit, and then buy another one, right? But like really sitting with my thoughts um and just trying to figure out how to rebrand my life as a person. Like, and I mean it. Yes, I did this last night, as a matter of fact, y'all. I was like, what's my next rebrand look like? You know, like as I'm coming out as an artist, right? And I'm not a producer anymore. What does that mean? Like, I kind of want to like stage name. I got to come on here another day and like tell y'all, yesterday I was in a meeting and we were just throwing out stage names. It was hilarious. I have to do that one day so y'all
Oh, I
can
can't
weigh in
wait.
on
I
my
can't wait.
stage name,
I
right?
can't
Like
wait.
I'm not gonna be Hollywood no more. I was like, what about Hollywood? They was like, anyway, we were just going through it. But I'm constantly trying to audit Constance. And I don't want to talk too much, but I'm
No,
constantly
go ahead.
it made me constantly evaluate what I was taking in and being more mindful of those things. Like from day to day, what are you consuming? Are you maximizing your life?
Yeah.
Are you just like checking it in and dialing it in and listening to, like while I'm in the car, I'm like, let me just play one of these, let me play a book instead of listening to the radio.
Right.
Just, it just made me more mindful. So I'll just say that. And it made me happier. Just overall,
Mm.
it just made me happier. My outlook was more positive. I mean, now people think like I've always had a twinge of like optimism about everything. I'm not the girl that's gonna walk in and be like, this is bad. This is gonna be bad. Why y'all doing this? I'm not gonna complain. How can I help? I mean, that just exacerbated who I am, right? Like now I'm like, everything will be great. Everything's gonna be good, man. Like if somebody calls me and gives me like negative energy, I'd be like, it's cool. Like it's
I
going
love
to be
that.
okay. Like it's gonna work
No,
out. To the
That's
point where my mom was like, "Oh, I gotta call Tiara, and she's gonna be so positive. You know what? I'm gonna call you back with your positivity because ain't nobody be negative around you." You know, like I was like, "Okay, well, I'll talk to you soon. I love you." You know
I
what
love
I'm
all
saying?
of
Like, get
that.
out of here.
But
Like, you know,
I
you my
love it.
mama. I
I
do.
I do the same thing with my mama. I just be like, I don't have the bandwidth. Like
Yes.
talking about other people is that ain't what I want to spend my time doing. It's just not.
No.
I just I have nothing for you, mom. I have
Girl, you
nothing. I
know
got
what?
nothing to give the conversation.
It's a bonding thing, Constance. They want to bond in that way,
We
but
can figure out some other way.
for
We really can.
sure, there's a million other ways. Girl,
I
once
don't
I hear
understand.
that girl,
Yeah.
I'll be like,
Oh, I would do the same. And I told her, okay, why you always telling somebody something?
it be sounding so trivial, don't it? Like when you outside of it, it's like,
I,
okay,
okay.
okay.
But what you said was so good. Because I always, I'm looking for topics. I'm looking for things to talk about all the time. I'm always like, I have to look at this shit.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I woke up this morning and I didn't go to the gym, and I'm just scrolling on, just looking at, what do I want to talk about today? And my daughter came, she was getting ready to leave. She's like, Mom, where you at? And I came out and she was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just kind of looking at what's going on. But I was like, everything is so dark.
Yeah.
Everything is so dark. And I'm tired of just looking at the darkness. And I want to pull away. You want to talk about what's going on, what's current, but then at the same time, it's just like everything is so dark. And it's like, and it pulls your energy down. It does something to you. And so I don't know. I just want to
Can I ask a question?
yes.
So instead of going toward, and this is my question, would people still come? Because this is my issue as a producer as well. There was a young Black woman that got $3 million in scholarships, right? $3 million in scholarships. She got accepted to like 100 schools. I don't know why people do all that, but she's a high achiever, right? We could talk about that and how to get money and how to send your kids to college, but are you going to bring your butt in here? If we
That
talk
part.
about things, if we flip it, and it was the same thing that I went hard. I started a production company because I felt like I was working at BT and I was like, man, why y'all don't make positive programming? And Deborah Lee basically was like, because Black people don't want positive programming. And I went on a rampage, like, yes, we do. We want real. I named my company Real Righteous Entertainment before it was a real network. And I was like, it could be righteous and it could be great. But sometimes I feel like because we're so traumatized as a people, we don't want righteousness. So my
Ooh, is
point
that
is,
true? Is that
I
true,
don't
people?
listen. I'm just a producer. I've just been working in reality TV. I just been working in right Hollywood, producing things that people watch, and people watch toxic shit. For why? I don't know. So my question to you is, could we flip it and talk about things that are good news? Could we go pull good news, feel good news? Would y'all still come?
Would y'all still come?
Would you still be here, Sway?
Gino said, no, I like positive TV. All right, shout out to Gino.
All right.
Yvette said it's a delicate balance of staying informed and staying sane. Ain't that the
Mm,
truth? That is a
yes.
delicate balance. It's like you want to see what's going on. You want to see what's going on in the world. You don't want to be like caught by surprise and some
Yeah.
shit happened and you're not aware.
Yeah.
God, the insanity of
Yeah.
America is exhausting. How do we live? How do we survive? How are we making it every day?
Mhm.
Jahari said people respond to her good mornings. Okay, that's great. She does a reel every morning. Shantae said absolutely. I'd come
Yeah.
WJR. Okay, okay, okay. So
Here's
that's
the
what we're gonna do.
thing. Y'all the ones. Y'all different kind of Black people. Y'all different.
It's
Y'all
only four
different.
of
Y'all
them.
special.
It's only four of them. It's 300 people watching us right now. It's
I was gonna
310
say it's
people.
gonna
It's
be
four
four of
people.
us.
Four people said yes.
Because what I know is people like what's provocative. I mean,
Right.
they'll run. Listen, I could put music out, and I will put music out, but it's like somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, but she ain't twerking." What about Sexy Red, who's making booty hole lipstick or whatever? People just
How?
like things that are it's in us, right? We just
How? But Yes.
That whatever that trauma is that's in us, we like it. We like to be like, oh, things are so calm. So today we're talking about I saw that a dating expert said that black women or black people in general are not dating their type. They're dating their trauma, right? And we about to bust it open because I think that we are traumatized, right? So even if we like a little toxic, is it going?
I
We
mean,
like it.
I want a man to be like, shake me a little bit.
See, toxic, right? What side you on? Toxic. Listen, he gotta scream at me a little bit sometimes. That's how
Look,
I
you
know
know,
he
buck
love
up a
me.
little bit. Buck
We
up.
gotta argue sometimes because I know he love me. I gotta keep it spicy.
Keep it, you know,
Toxic.
you want to, you know, somebody that might be, you know, bashing out your windows, maybe slashing your tires or some shit. You know, every now and then, show that you love them. Show your love
So
for them.
you love me, y'all. Like that's not it, right?
Yeah.
But calm, like things that are good for your nervous system. I think we tend to run away from and call boring, but that is really like a trauma. And it took me. I had to go to therapy for that. I'd be like, I'd be like, he's so boring.
What if
Please
they're just
boring me.
corny? What if you ain't trying to mess with nobody corny?
Corny me, please, at this point,
I got
because
some
I
corny
don't want to
ninjas
be
for
no.
you.
Okay, great,
I
great.
seem to be a corny magnet. A
Cornballs,
cornball magnet.
lames. Hi,
Got you.
hello.
I got you. I got you.
I mean, I guess he can't be. You
Not
know
too
what I'm
much.
saying? I'm gonna help. You know, now I can fix you.
Right, exactly.
I can uncorny you a little bit.
Toxicity gets attention. No, that's a young person trait. I'm just kidding, y'all. I don't like no toxic. I don't like no rough dudes. I mean, you know, you got to be able to be transitionable. You know what I'm saying? White House to the trap house. You know what I'm saying? To the
Choke me a
cookout.
little bit when it's good. Choke me a little bit when it matters. But don't choke me in real life. Just in certain situations after 11 p.m.
That part right there. That part right there. Gotta get it rough. Anyway, y'all, listen. I had fun with
Karmello.
you today.
Karmello.
Corny. What's exactly corny?
I think it's just a man that doesn't have any I just doesn't have any, he's just like not uh for black women like a smooth brother, right? Like we like the Stefan, we like Stefan over Urkel, right? Like you like Mike Lowry over Will Smith, right? Like he got a little something that he can, you'd be like, ooh, you just make me feel good, right? um yeah, you just
I
got a
said
little swag, which I hate the word swag, but it's just a little like swag, you know.
not boring. So somebody who has, you know, who has confidence about themselves, somebody who don't try too hard. You know what I'm saying? Some people, even, you know, in their big age of 40 plus, they be still trying too hard.
You got to try, but you can't try too hard, and you got
Yeah.
to do, but you can't do too much. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying they try to be something that they're not. And if you a cornball, then you're corn. If that ain't you, that ain't you. But don't try to
No.
be that because to try to impress anybody. Those are the guys that I think are corny when they be trying to do too much. That's a cornball to me. I like a square. I'll take a
I
square.
like the square. No, I do. I like a man that's smart. We can sit around and talk
That
about
part right
books and
there. It's
stores. We
yes.
can talk about whatever, and
Yes.
hopefully, because what I'm hearing is like that you're not too serious. I mean, for me personally, if somebody can make me laugh and we can laugh hard, like life is already hard enough. My
Yeah.
whole thing is like I'm silly. And so I don't want anybody that's like bottled too tight. Like we gotta
Yeah.
be able to laugh our way through life in a way that feels and not everything can be laughing. I mean, I'm just
But
saying, I
laughing,
just want to
laughing is
enjoy
definitely
myself.
a requirement. Laughter is a requirement.
Yeah, I want to enjoy myself. I want to enjoy
Yeah.
myself with you, and you're not like,
Right. Yeah,
I
no.
want
I
to,
don't take myself serious at all. Like I
no.
want to be able to clown you, you know, and say some crazy off the wall stuff and be able to tell your mama jokes, you know what I'm saying? Like and not get offended and you understand. That's why I couldn't even date a guy from another country because they don't understand your mama joke even if they are black. Like you don't understand, you know.
Ooh, your mama.
Yeah,
Your
no.
mama so broke. You listen, I'll teach you, African
No.
man.
See, I'm
Your
not
mama
doing it.
so broke.
You gonna teach the Africans?
Your mama so broke.
I can't.
It's the
I,
actress. It's the
I
actress.
can't do it. But like Dennis Spraggett said, I like a sapiosexual, right? I love somebody that can intellectually stimulate me. It
Yes.
is everything. And then be able to have a little swag and then listen to some great music. I love music, to be able to relate on that level is just
Yeah.
beautiful. You like that? I like that too.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
just
man.
sounds like connectivity. It doesn't necessarily need to be like we just gotta have some synergy and things in common. It's like, can
Mhm.
that's what it sounds like, Constance.
That's it. That's
But
it.
let's talk about this swag though, because I think swag gets a bad rap. Like
Why?
sometimes if a man has too much swag, it brings too many women. Right? It's too much. You trying to be too cool. Like, I don't know if I want swag. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Like
to,
in
not
a
to. I don't want you to be the man, not the man, because it does bring a lot of women and a lot of attention. Like if I see a guy, I'm out and about, and I see a guy, and he is the man, like he's too. There's a limit, because then I'm like, okay, you do too much. Like I have a friend, and I'm like, I'm seeing him, and I'm not seeing him, but you know, I see all the things he does. He's at, he's traveling and he's everywhere he's traveling. He's at every club. That ain't my thing. So I'm
he
like,
outside.
he outside for real. So I'm like, that ain't really my speed. So I already know that's kind of eliminate that off the list.
I
Definitely
agree
don't like a
wholeheartedly.
flashy man. And you know what? I don't
Yeah.
like a man who brags or
Who
have you
leads
ever
with
met a man?
that.
Have you ever met a
Leads with
man?
it.
The first 15 minutes, you know all about how much money he make, all the people he know, he name drop, how
Yeah.
much, what kind of car he drive, how much he paid for his house, like all of that.
I live in
That
Hollywood. Listen, and they be lying. That's the thing. Like somebody tried to get me with Will Smith before. He was like, I know Will and Jada. I know you said you're an actress, so maybe I could take you to Calabasas. Until we got to dinner and his car declined. I was like, you want me to pay for it? You want me to
oh,
pay? We used to have like Johnny Rockets too. It was like super simple, like, and then like 2 weeks later, he hit me up and was like, "Man, somebody broke into my car.
wait,
I
not
need
not
like
2 weeks later,
$500, huh?"
not 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later. 2 weeks later.
It
He
took
was
2 weeks for him.
like,
It took 2 weeks for him to tell you that.
yeah, he was like, "Man, somebody broke into my car. I need like $500. Can you help me?" I was like, "But Will." At that time, I was like, not, I was like a broke actress trying to figure it out. I said, "But Will Smith. Like, what you calling me for? Will and Jada. You produced I don't know, whatever
You sound like Lauren. That's why I sound. Yeah, your baby like a little teenager, but
yes.
like you're just
But
innocent.
Will and Jada, like, why you call me? Why did you wake up and say, you know what? Let me call her for $500. Like, Will got it. Me questionable. Like, I don't know.
That is
Okay.
hilarious. Yeah, no, swag is too much, too flashy. I don't know. There just has to be a
Lying.
connection.
Ugh. Just little things. Like you do. It's right. You got to have a good character.
That's it.
That's it.
It's yeah, yeah. So it's a plethora of options and opportunities, and just kind of see, just picking
Now, you
one.
know what?
Mm.
Constance, I wish you would come on the show today because we
I
are
got work. I
talking.
gotta work.
I know. No, I'm saying like I don't want you to come on because I think I'm
Okay,
maxed out
okay,
with
okay,
my
okay.
queens, but I wish you were coming on because we are talking about this thing, but they talk about all the places that are bad for Black women to date, and like it was like Texas, Atlanta, California, and there was like two other places, and I was like,
With
that
them
basically he was saying that Black men in California don't check for Black
at
women, and
all.
then it's racist. And I was
Mhm.
like, exactly, because a lot of
Why
people
are
be
you
like,
there?
man, why are you single?
Why are you
I'd be
there?
like, I live in California.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
DMV wasn't on there. DC wasn't on there.
No, it wasn't on there. I'm
Oh, I
moving. I'm
was.
about to Prince George's County. I'm about to be Miss.
Let me
I'm
tell you
about to be
something.
Miss Black.
Best decision of my life. Best decision of my life. It is.
Mm.
It's such a. It's great.
It's
It's great.
cold
I
though.
mean, not right now. It ain't. It's beautiful. It's sunny. I'm seeing there's. I'm looking at the golf course. I'm seeing some deer out there. It's really beautiful right now.
It's snow. It's snow.
But the snows. I mean, if you stay home, you good. You ain't got to go nowhere. But I'm telling you, it's the best decision I made to get out of California. It was the best decision that I made to get out of California. Like
I agree. I
I
agree.
said, if I would have stayed, I would have been dead because it just tenses me up. Even every time I go back, I just get so tensed, and it's a terrible thing.
I feel
So
that way too, sis. I feel tense.
get out, get
I,
out, get
I
out.
do. I'm coming. I mean,
Wait, so I
now
want
at this point, I got 4 years because my kid
that was
got a
me. It was like I got 4 months or 4 years.
four
That was
years.
what when I made a decision. I said 4 months or 4 years.
I got
Yeah.
4 months in 4 years.
Oh,
Wait,
I
yeah,
had 4 months or
exactly.
4 years. I had 4 months. So the 4 months was,
Oh, I'm like, I got 4 months and 4 years right now.
yeah, no, mine was my son's getting ready to go to high school. I can't take him out in the middle of high school. So I got to either leave
Okay.
within 4 months because I
Oh,
decided in April, or
okay.
I got to leave in 4 years when he gets out. Those were my two options. And, God just,
You took 4 months.
shit, I was out like trout. My
Mm.
And it was great. It was wonderful. I mean, God lined everything up. I was just thinking even last night, and we got to get out of here, but I was thinking
Yeah.
last night like how even the first year, because I had already known a lot of people. I got into a lot of great rooms, got to meet some really awesome people, all the movers and shakers. And, I've been in places and spaces that people who've been here their whole life haven't been in. And
Let
so
me hear
that's
it.
been girl, God's favor. Cause I'd be
Yes.
wondering like, okay, I'll go,
Listen,
but it's favor. It's
you
favor.
special. You special. You a
God,
star, sis.
I
You.
appreciate you.
It's
I
you.
appreciate
You special, and you know that already.
No, I know.
For sure.
I get surprised when I get invited to certain places, but I've been blessed, extremely blessed since I've
Yeah.
been here.
Yeah.
And so it's been great. It's just the best decision. You need to come out here, y'all. If y'all ain't here, y'all need to come.
I'm coming. I mean, so I gotta take out 4 years because Lauren got a daddy, and he's a good daddy, and so she with her daddy right now, right? So it's like I can't really separate the two of them because he's so hands on and he's a part of her all the things.
That's awesome.
So I'm gonna respect that. I'm gonna respect that. Yeah. But right after though,
Pew!
th-
So what y'all talking about on the show today?
I just told you. Oh Jesus.
Remind them to come over to the show.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Wait, y'all. Because Dr. Watkins is interrupting my. Hold on. Can y'all?
Your voice.
I know. I gotta. Hold on, y'all. Let me just put my do not disturb back on. Cause. Okay. Oh wait. Sorry. So today I'm gonna talk while I'm today on Fly Nubian Money.
He see you online.
I know, right? Okay. Here we go. I put on do not disturb. Here we go. In real time, y'all. This is what we're doing in real time. Okay. Today on Fly Nubian Money, we are talking about like I said, dating experts said that we are not dating our type, we're dating our trauma. So that means that well, you gotta come and see what it means. You gotta come and see what it means. Also, I wanted to let you all know that the Fly Nubian Money Club is hosting a trauma. Your trauma is in your transactions workshop session on Saturday. So we're gonna get together and we're gonna talk about how spending money or having certain money habits is really not you. It's your trauma. And so it's actually been a complete mindset. Uh, Week at Fly Nubia Money. We've talked about mindset, and I just think it's so important because if you know what your mind is doing, if you're mindful and aware of how you're spending money, of how you're choosing relationships, it's all related. If you're just how you're interacting with others, like how you're projecting, how you're presenting in real life, all of that is connected to the experiences that we've been through. So just making sure that your mind is right, your money is right. Come through on Saturday. You can go to flynubianmoneyclub.com and sign up for a free trial. Y'all know how we do it. We are going to get to this bag this year. We are
Nice.
going to do it. So
Let's get it.
don't know that. And then if you want to talk about relationships, come on through. I know Dennis will be there. I know Sophia will be there. Some people up in here. I know. I think I saw Black Lexicon. I ain't even looking at the comments. I just know they come every day.
That's dope. Dope and amazing. So listen, I have a couple of, me and Tiara, we're going to be in Miami in a couple weeks with Dr. B, putting everything out there. So if you are in or around Miami, please make sure that you come. Okay. Next week, I'm going to be at Melanin Con, DC. And it's funny because I actually asked, I applied the first year I was here. I applied. They asked me, and they were like, "Oh, you charge too much." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then, the last year they asked me to come. So the first year I applied for MelaninCon, they were like, "Oh, that's out of our budget." But I'll be speaking at MelaninCon next week. Also,
What are you talking about? Wait, what is it? What does it say? What you talking about? What's your
I
what's the
don't know.
topic?
I'll be on a panel.
Oh, okay,
So
okay,
building wealth from college to career, I guess.
okay. You know that.
Yeah.
You know
I
how to
mean,
do that.
yeah. I mean, I didn't go to college, so we'll figure it out. And then, what's her name? What's her name? Dr. Lene is doing the Black Power conference. And if you guys don't have your tickets, she's actually doing a flash sale right now, I think.
Hmm.
So blackpower.com.
I think I got a banner
She'll
for
be
it.
she'll be hosting. I'll be speaking. So she's doing
I'm gonna
that.
be hosting. Oh, do I have?
Uh-huh.
Wait, I made a. Hold on, here we go. Just so, because I know it's a play on words. So there you go.
Blackpower.com.
Yeah. Dot
Boom.
com. Yeah.
Blackpower.com. And
Cool.
then, of course, the Grow Your Money Club, y'all. Remember, I'm always trying to show you how to grow your money, not blow your money. So make sure you go to Grow Your Money Club and sign up. Also, Net 7 Collective, we have some of the most amazing women.
Please
Let me show
do.
you. We had Dee on here, Tiara and I one time. This is what she said
When
about it.
I tell you it has been so much worth, so much more than I could even that I spent, even imagine to spend. Even the position I told you, that the position that I have, I was recently hired as legal counsel for Roots Public Charter School in
Oh,
DC. And part of the things that I said in my interview, part of the a program that I created based on some tools that you taught me about, that I was able to tell them, look, I've already created these, or I think I told them I can create these. I had already created these programs for the teachers and for the administrators or whatever. Part of that is what got me that position. The stuff that I learned from Constance. Got this book, Unbreakable. We did this thing in a matter of, it seemed like a month, and we got, it's coming out on the 20th. Just so many things and so much that I've learned, stuff that I use in my practice every day, tools that I've learned. Constance is phenomenal. We love Constance. And
the truth.
anybody out there, if you want to grow your business, or you want to, or you want to change, switch lanes. You're thinking about switching lanes, or you want to see how you can get more exposure. You want to get multiple streams of income, and you want to grow your business. Constance is the person. I promise you that you will not regret it, and it will be worth every dime and more.
The truth. I mean, that's real talk. Like, as a person that is like in that 7, I mean, I'm gonna just do a little plug. Last week we did, or on Wednesday we did an exercise, and every week I go and I learn something more about myself, and I feel like it's this space where I can be most vulnerable outside of my therapy session. Right, with my
Mm,
therapy session, I'm like vulnerable with my therapist, but like at that 7, I can also be vulnerable with other Black women who are also cheering me on. So I love that. But
yeah.
we had an exercise where, Constance told us to look forward and look back, basically look back at our ancestors during the meditation and look forward at our future generations and how we feel. And I felt so present and happy thinking about my grandmother who had 13 children and all of us who came from her. And I thought about, like, oh, I don't have 13 children, I just have one. But there's going to be this mighty oak that comes from me, and I got excited thinking about that. Like, what does
Yeah.
that look like? And how can I prepare that
Yeah.
mighty oak to be strong and for it to bear fruit?
Mhm.
So I don't know. It's just really, it was good. It was good for me. And
Yeah.
net 7 is good for me.
Yeah, amen. That inspiration, that the reason why we did that exercise is to make you really see what the impact that you have, that each and every person has. You have an impact. And what are you going to do with that impact? And how is your legacy going to be as a result of you being in alignment with your purpose? And
Yeah.
so yeah, it's beautiful. It's just being around these beautiful and amazing ladies is just
Agreed.
everything.
Agreed.
Everything. So
Agreed.
I'm proud that God has just blessed me to be around these great women, because it's the collective, right? So
Hmm.
it's not me, it's us. And so that's what
Hmm.
makes it really, really special, is the collective and the support and the inspiration and just the
And good
brilliance.
and good leadership. I mean, you say it's not you, but had God not given it to you, then we wouldn't all be together. So you have
Yeah.
to give. I
Thank
mean, I'm
you.
gonna keep saying, like, Constance is the one. Like, I think she's so special and she's such a star, and I'm so glad that this year we've gotten a chance to really become friends.
Yeah.
I had seen her like videos a couple years ago before, because just working with boys, he's like, yeah, go on the Fly Nubian Money or Fly Nubian Queen page and blah blah blah. And I was like, and I think when I met you, I was like, hey, I love this new like rap you got going. And like, and before she had known me, I think, I don't think she had heard about me. I'm not as famous, but she's been doing her thing. So
I appreciate it. And I appreciate your friendship. Anyway, I'm a thug. I don't do all this,
I'm gonna talk about my feelings.
I don't do all this
The
stuff
thug
here.
and the one. I'm gonna talk about my feelings.
We talk about that at Net 7. Okay? Not here. To the world, I'm a thug.
All right. Well, I guess I'll be hard too. Yay.
Yay.
I used to be a Crip.
Okay.
I used to be a Crip in junior high school. I thought I was
Did you?
I did. I thought I was a Crip.
Okay. That's awesome.
I'll tell Lauren that all the time. I'd be like, listen, your mama was a Crip. You better back up. She'd be like,
she'd be like, okay, Mom. Yeah, Mom.
Okay, Mom. You were not a Crip. I'd be like, yes, I was.
Oh, I do want to say the Black Business Directory, you're still taking?
Yes, please. Come on through.
What they got to do?
Let me find that. There it goes. Email us at info@realvirtual.net. And just send me all your information. Make sure you just don't send me a link or just say, my name is Joyce, and then that's it. Make sure that you send me your first and last name, include your website, your email, like whatever information you want to be present, and then also a blurb about your business.
Awesome. Black Business Directory. All right, ladies. We're going to see you on Monday. Sorry.
Okay. Well, yeah, like she said, we're going to see y'all soon. I don't know what happened. I don't know if she wants to come back. So I guess I can just sit with you all for a few seconds until she comes back to the
Somebody
room.
kicked me out the street. So, I was actually just trying to end it. And then I got kicked out the street. The hell? What was you saying?
Back to the regularly
scheduled program.
I can be with you until she comes back. I'm sure she's coming. I'm sure she's coming.